Good evening. I'll call to order Committee of the Whole for Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. Let the record show that all aldermen are present. Only item on our agenda here for Committee of the Whole is PL 30-24 by Mayor Alio to authorize the award of the contract of the City of Olean Auditing Services to R.A. Mercer and Company, PC. We've all received, so first and foremost, I want to thank the effort that went into this. The mayor's office, the city auditor went out to bid, I guess, or was it proposal? RFP? RFP. Request for proposal for auditing services. And so they came back with their recommendation for R.A. Mercer and Company. And I want to thank the mayor and Tiffany providing all of the documentation for the council to review ahead of time. Mr. Mayor, is there anything else that you would like to add?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
Glenn's everything.
Okay.
Well, I just thought, Glenn's did a great job on this, putting it together for his first time doing a RFP, these services, and he needs to be commended for that. He did a good job.
Very good. Are there any comments or questions from the alderman at this time? Okay. Anything on your end, Lens? No? Good. I would like to also just, to make a note and thank BWB for always, being there and helping. They've been a long-time auditor for the city, and so this is a little bit of a different direction. But I do definitely want to thank them for their efforts over the many years. Okay. I'll entertain a sponsor.
I'll sponsor.
Motion's made by Alderwoman McCall. Seconded by Alderman Panis. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried and is referred to tonight's regular meeting. I'll make a motion to adjourn the Committee of the Whole. Can I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Robinson. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carried. Next, I'll call to order the regular meeting of the Common Council for Tuesday, March 12th, 2024. Will the clerk please call the attendance roll?
Alderman Benyon. Here. Alderman Panis. Here. Alderwoman Forney.
Here.
Alderwoman McCall.
Here.
Alderman Robinson. Here. Alderman Anastasia. Here. And President Crawford.
Here, please rise for the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Lord, we are meeting today to conduct matters of business, guide our hearts and our minds in the spirit of fairness, right thought, and speech. Impart your supreme wisdom upon our activities so that our affairs may reach a successful conclusion. Thank you for being our source of guidance today.
Amen.
This is the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Reading, correcting, approval of the minutes of the previous regular meeting.
The regular meeting of the Olean Common Council was held on Tuesday, February 27, 2024 at 6:20 p.m. Present were Alderman Crawford, Benyon, Forney, McCall, Robinson, and Anastasia. Absent, Alderman Panis.
All right. Could I get a motion to approve the minutes of the previous regular meeting, please?
Motion.
Motion is made by Alderman Anastasia. Could I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Benyon. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Committee reports and unfinished council business.
None.
Communications from the mayor.
None.
Miscellaneous communications.
None.
City official reports.
Monthly report of the city auditor, month ended February 2024. Financial summary report as of February 29, 2024.
Proposed legislation and referrals.
PL number 21-24 by Mayor Alio, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, March 12th for resolution by Council President. PL number 29-24 by Alderwoman Forney, referred to regular meeting Tuesday, March 12th, 2024 for resolution by Council President. PL number 30-24 by Mayor Alio, referred to Committee of the Whole, Tuesday, March 12th, 2024, by Council President.
Okay, before I open it up for public comment, I'd like to give an opportunity to any members of the council to make a statement at this time. All right, seeing none, Mr. Clerk, will you please read the public comment statement?
The public comment portion of the Common Council regular meeting is established to provide members of the community with the opportunity to publicly state their views, voice their concerns, or to provide input pertaining to any issue affecting city government. Additionally, the mayor, common council members, and city department heads encourage any person with questions to contact them at their offices.
All right, at this time, I would invite any members of the public to approach the podium, state your name and address for the record. You'll have 5 minutes. Anyone interested in speaking? Extra credit? No? Anyone? Anyone at all? Seeing nothing? All right, at this time, I'll call public comment closed. On to finance and bills.
None.
How about resolutions?
Resolution number 19-24, PL number 21-24, to award the walkable Olean Phase 3 East State Street project to Millennium Construction in the amount of $2,773,740.
Okay, if you recall, we were given an update on this, given the funding sources, and I believe if I summarize the reason, because the bid amount is above the funding source amount, we have to go with the lowest bidder and exclude any of the amendments or add-ons. And so this would put Millennium Construction to the award. Are there any comments or questions on this?
Another thing I'd like to say, John, is I will be voting no on this because I believe this is a project that you're not going to do any infrastructure work. And I don't think we need a roundabout also on Berry Street. So I will be voting no.
Okay. Thank you, Alderman Anastasia. Anyone else? Any other comments? All right. Seeing none, I'll entertain a sponsor. All right. I'll go ahead and second. So sponsor Alderman Panis. And anything further? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon.
No.
Alderman Panis.
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney.
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall.
Yes.
Alderman Robinson.
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia.
No.
President Crawford.
Yes.
Resolution passes 5 with 2 nays. Resolution number 27-24, PL number 17-24, to repeal and replace the City of Olean Code of Ordinances, Section 12-82, to amend regulations for rental property inspections.
Okay, this is something that we've been presented, we've discussed in committee, we've talked about. Again, I think this is putting some additional teeth into strengthening the regulations of rental property. And obviously, the many years that I've sat here, it's a moving target. It's a process that evolves and can change, and we can tweak here and there as it moves forward. So hopefully we can continue to clean up our neighborhoods and really continue trying to beautify them too. Are there any comments or questions by any of the aldermen? Alderwoman McCall?
So just, even though it's every 60 months that they have to, we just want to remind everybody that there's 2 things that can trigger it. One is change of tenant, or if there is a violation, and that 3 violations in a year would require kind of a review of that whole building, if there's 5 apartments or 10. But so just as a reminder, because people have been very vocal on this issue, so I want to make sure that they know that codes worked hard to come up with something that was realistic and feasible, and it's a significant change for some of the landlords to include, I mean, I know that waste disposal has historically been an issue, and depending on the number of apartments, they will have to provide a vehicle with that, a contract with a waste collection provider. So I just want to say I appreciate all the work that went into this.
Anyone else? All right, seeing none, I'll entertain a sponsor.
Not sponsored.
All right, motion made by Alderman McCall. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman Forney. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon?
Yes.
Alderman Panis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney?
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall?
Yes.
Alderman Robinson?
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia?
Yes.
And President Crawford.
Yes.
Resolution passes unanimously. Resolution number 28-24, PL number 18-24, to amend the City of Olean Code of Ordinances, Section 12-16 and 16-2, to include provisions for repeat violations.
All right, this too was discussed in committee. Are there any comments or questions on this? Okay, seeing none, I'll entertain sponsor.
I'll sponsor.
All right, motion's made by Alderman Panis. Can I get a second?
I'll second.
Second by Alderman McCall. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon?
Yes.
Alderman Panis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney?
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall?
Yes.
Alderman Robinson?
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia?
Yes.
And President Crawford.
Yes.
The resolution passes unanimously. Resolution number 29-24, PL number 19-24, to amend the City of Olean Code of Ordinances, Section 12-72, C1B, and Section 12-72, C1C, to amend further owner information required for rental dwellings.
All right, this is a part of the entire package that we've been talking about. Are there any comments or questions regarding this? All right, seeing none, I'll go ahead and make the motion. Could I get a second?
Second.
Second by Alderman Panis. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon?
Yes.
Alderman Panis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney?
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall?
Yes.
Alderman Robinson?
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia?
Yes.
And President Crawford.
Yes.
The resolution passes unanimously. Resolution number 30-24, PL number 29-24, authorizing the installation of streetlights on National Grid poles number 13 on Irving Street, number 15 on West Green Street, and number 11 on South 3rd Street.
Okay, if you recall, Alderwoman Forney brought these to us. I went and checked them out myself. These are predominantly very dark streets, very dark areas and neighborhoods, so I can definitely see the interest in trying to provide some street lighting there. And given the cost effectiveness of the LED lights, I think this is a good investment in those neighborhoods, and I think it'll go a long way. Are there any comments or questions? Yes, Alderman Panis.
Sorry if I wasn't here. We had tossed around the idea of understanding the costs associated with these lights. Did we ever get that information?
Mr. Mayor, do you know? Did we?
I think we did, and I can't remember what it was.
I think we did discuss that. It was brought up, but I'm not recalling the cost.
I'd like to, I don't think we shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I think we all need to be aware of what these.
So as we go forward, Mayor, could I ask, could you get that number and email it to all of us anytime? So there is a cost to it. Jason's absolutely right. The operational cost is minimal, but the initial installation cost. So if you could send that to us, please, just for our reference, and we can keep that. Okay? Any other comments or questions? All right, seeing none. Alderwoman Forney, would you like to motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Okay, I'll go ahead and second. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon?
Yes.
Alderman Panis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney?
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall?
Yes.
Alderman Robinson?
Abstain.
Alderman Anastasia?
Yes.
And President Crawford.
Yes.
The resolution passes 6 ayes, 1 abstention. Resolution number 31-24, PL number 30-24, out of committee by Alderwoman McCall, seconded by Alderman Panis, to authorize the award of the contract for City of Olean auditing services to R.A. Mercer and Company, P.C.
All right, we just talked about this in committee of the whole. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderman Benyon?
Yes.
Alderman Panis?
Yes.
Alderwoman Forney?
Yes.
Alderwoman McCall?
Yes.
Alderman Robinson?
Yes.
Alderman Anastasia?
Yes.
And President Crawford?
Yes.
Resolution passes unanimously.
Okay. So, anything before we adjourn? I did want to just reiterate, and we'll keep bringing this up. Mayor, the date for the franchise cleanup is,
It'll be let's see, Earth Day is April 22nd, so it'll be the 20th and 21st.
okay, so we're shooting for Saturday the 20th,
20th, yeah.
and possibly the 21st if it rains, with a complete rain the following week.
Following
Weekend.
Right, Jen said
Yes.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we've got the muralist lined up, and so I have been in talks as well, and it should line up nicely with the Bono Responds cohort, and they're asking if we could, utilize some painting and so on down there. So I'll follow up with Jen and with the mayor, and so hopefully we can pray for a nice day like today. It would be nice. All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Can I get a second? Oh,
Some type of lettering or sponsor, or, I'm sorry. Some type
A
of
flyer.
flyer, thank you, flyer.
Good talk.
Looking for a flyer for that way we can get that out there.
oh,
I
okay.
think, Jen, I thought you offered to make a flyer. Is that-
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you.
One of your marketing tourism classes. Give me a project. So, okay, so we'll follow up, Jen will follow up with a flyer that we can disseminate, and, hope for a good turnout.
Piggybacking off of what Bernie said, a good thing it would do is just to put it on your water bill, like on the back page, like they did for the fire codes.
Oh, the flyer.
Yeah,
Oh,
so everybody will get it, and maybe you'll get a lot of volunteers.
I thought you were talking about like a flyer for a roundabout.
Oh, no, we got enough roundabouts, John.
All right, okay.
Only have gone to the squirrels, now they're going in circles.
Okay, I opened myself up to that. All right, I'm gonna I think I did make a motion to adjourn. Could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Robinson. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned from this meeting.
Okay, I will call to order the Finance Committee meeting for Tuesday, March 12th. Let the record show that all aldermen are here. Unfinished business is continued discussion of our 24-25 budget, and I just want to say how much I appreciated how the flow of yesterday and the department heads that presented and their information, so thank you. And we have 2 departments up tonight. Who's first?
No, we actually have.
One?
It's
Oh,
one department.
okay,
We have everything is under the clerk's office.
okay. All right, you're up.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Yes, as you know, my office contains 6 separate budgets, starting with the legislative board. There are no requests to increase for $1,000 or more, with the exception of payroll lines. And at this point, basically, I think the document speaks for itself. If anyone has any questions, I'll be glad to entertain them.
That move of the 5,000 was simply to put it in the line for the legislative versus where it was, so it's an appropriate for the amount of time spent
Yes, we
covering
followed,
it.
that was a general direction in the budget, is to put
Yep.
cost items where they are most appropriate.
Mhm. Oh, wait, I have one other question. So we no longer have a telephone cost there?
That's right.
Okay, we don't have telephones anymore? No, I'm just kidding. Okay,
That line was put in at the, when any alderperson requested a cell phone, that we would have money to pay for it,
okay, perfect.
and no one did.
Okay, look at us saving money.
So do you guys need it? You don't need the cell phone, because we put it from there last year, what never used,
No one requested
so
it.
I figured it out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Please notice the color coordination.
Okay, are we on to the clerk section there?
Yes.
Suspense.
Doze off down there? We're waiting on
Excuse
you.
me. Oh, I'm sorry. The clerk, again, I thought we were just discussing it as a whole. The clerk section is next, 1410. Again, except for payroll, we haven't increased anything or decreased. The only large expense there is the 13, well, payroll obviously, but the 13,000 for postage and 13,000 for, basically those are for copier rentals for the entire city. And the exception on postage is the water bills, which are sent out on a permit basis.
Good.
IT, we did move some money around, and again, we came in under the $1,000 trigger. Jason and Jerry are both here. I would direct any questions to them.
So- I just have one question. Under the 200 line, there's a note that says possible CF 52,000.
That's a capital project.
Yeah, a capital project. I know we're not talking about the capital projects yet, but we just kind of wanted to make mention of what we were looking at.
Okay.
I can explain it now if you'd like.
Well, since it's on there, a brief description will work.
Okay. Basically what, well, I'll just stand. What that's
Jerry,
for.
could you use the microphone? Thank you.
Basically what that's for is Microsoft's end of life for Windows 11 or Windows 10 is October of next year. We have to get all the machines up to snuff for that by October of next year. Right now, we have 67 machines that we could automatically upgrade, no problem. Unfortunately, Microsoft kind of threw us a curveball. What they did was your processor has to be up to snuff. It has to be up to a certain level in order to even put Windows 11 on it. So we're kind of stuck with that. We actually have 46 computers, 46 regular computers at $650 a piece that we're going to have to upgrade for that by October of next year. And then we also have 8 OPD police laptops that we have to upgrade. Basically, they're all refurbished ones that we've been working with for years and years, and unfortunately, we can't do anything with them with Windows 11. And we're kind of stuck because if you don't upgrade to Windows 11, you're running yourself into problems with security issues because they're basically not supporting Windows 11 or Windows 10. Excuse me. So we have basically just a real quick the Windows 11 computers. We have 46 computers. That's $650 a piece. That's $29,900. The police laptops. We're actually looking at upgrading the computers that we have. We have these. They're Panasonic toughbooks, but they're ancient, and so we want to go to a Dell, basically their version of a toughbook. And in order to do that, we also have to buy the mounting equipment for the cars as well. So basically, it comes out to about $3,000 per computer for that. So that's where we come up with $52,900 for each of those upgrades. And I mean, we did what we could as far as the machines that we had. Like I said, we had, I think it was 67 or 69 computers that we could just straight up upgrade to Windows 11. But unfortunately, the other ones, they just, they should be able to, but unfortunately, Microsoft pretty much says, your processor has to be this level processor, and there's, unfortunately, we can't really do a whole lot about that. So.
Last night, I thought I recalled the chief saying something about the vehicle that they were looking to lease was number 7. Is the 7 vehicles plus his, or?
Well, actually, we're looking at 7 plus a spare,
Oh,
just
okay.
because, even though they're mounted, those things get banged up a lot. It's just nice to have an extra 8th computer but yeah, they just have them for the 7 machines. Because we actually have, 8 computers and then 7 mounting brackets for the 7 cars.
Okay.
So,
Got a follow-up for you, Jerry. So do we typically buy the laptop, or do we lease laptops?
we buy them.
We buy, and then we get the best bang for our buck going that route. And I know, a lot of employers, they're on a lease program. Every 3 years, you turn it in, you get a new one.
Yeah, we've had pretty good luck. I mean, basically what we were doing, we had these Panasonics. We weren't buying them brand new. We were buying them refurbished, and we actually found out we were buying them for like probably 25% of the full cost. But we also found out that they were like 8 or 9 years old. So it's like, they still worked, so we ran with them, but unfortunately Windows 11 is just kind of, like I said, it throws us a big curveball in there. So.
And so that's then, how long have we had these these computers?
We typically try to reuse them. I mean, by the time you get down to certain people that they check the email, basically stuff like that,
Right.
they're on their 3rd run. So that means that we've rebuilt them 3 times. So these basically the 46 machines are probably in the range of 8 to 9 years old. So.
Thank you. So the new ones that we'll have to get, will they be, you're gonna probably try to look for used ones again, rebuilt ones, I should say, refurbished ones?
But with the computers or the laptops?
The laptops,
Laptops,
or is it?
right now we're looking at just getting newer ones, just because they're a lot easier as far as updates go.
Okay,
The Panasonics have been
okay,
we've had a lot of issues.
yeah, okay.
But they've been good enough to, good enough to work anyway.
No, you will. So much for IT. Next budget line 3320 is on-street parking. $1,500 for salaries and $300 for supplies and materials. $1,500 is a budget for 100 hours and $15 per, no benefits. That gives us 2 hours a week to empty the parking meters. And the 300 is essentially for batteries, WD-40, and et cetera.
Frank, is that still cost effective for us to deal with the?
mechanical parking meters? Yeah, we've taken, for example, in February, we emptied the machines after January and December, and even though it was free parking, people were throwing money into them, and we made about $1,100 right there, so.
Okay.
Now granted, that's kind of an oddball
Yeah.
thing, but we generally bring in about 450 per month.
Okay.
Move on to vital statistics. Vitals is one half-time person, budgeted for salary. We did institute a raise for that position as per the CSEA contract. And the $500 is for supplies. In her case, she has some very specific supplies, specific kind of binders, file equipment. We have to buy specialized paper to print out death certificates and envelopes and so on. Her postage comes out of the clerk's budget.
Just for clarification, this is not a CSEA position. This is a
Right.
part-time position.
Okay, move on. Off-street parking is the parking for the permit parking at the city lots, which is handled in my office as well. And we have part of it's mostly office supplies and the power for the streetlights in the parking lots, and some repairs and so on. Also includes the hangars at the airport.
Any questions on that? Pretty straightforward.
Frank, do you think you could cut your budget by 75%? We're really trying to pinch pennies. Dave talked to me ahead of time. We're really trying to.
Would you vote for that one?
He would vote in favor of that, yes.
I respectfully decline, but I do it respectfully.
Frank, if all budgets came in like yours, we wouldn't be having a problem.
Okay, and with the frivolity going on, new referrals for consideration, none. Committee reports, none. I'll make a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? Wait. Sorry, you told me. So I make, Mayor, to go into executive session.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to go into executive session to discuss personnel. Could I get a second?
Second.
Seconded by Alderman Robinson. I'm the vice chair of this committee, and I'll just take over. All in favor? Aye. Opposed?